Hello legends. It's been a crazy summer, but everything has its end. Fall will bring just as much, if not more content, and quench your thirst for all things related to warships, with a series of exciting additions. Let's begin. This update will see the arrival of the Regia Marina, also known as Italian Navy, in the form of the cruiser line coming to early access, as well as battleship Roma, hero of the Vici campaign. No less important is a new feature that will allow better management of your camouflage and also enable you to upgrade and create new camos. Come on into the game, see your way to victory, and conquer the waves. The Vici campaign. Roma, our first entry into the realm of Italian battleships, is the ultimate reward for finishing the new campaign. She resides at Tier 7, and among her traits are high speed and great maneuverability, making her a great choice if you want to cover more of the map. Her 381mm guns are mounted on quickly traversing turrets, making switching between targets that much easier. You'll find that you get the best accuracy when engaging in combat within a range of 15 kilometers, and if the action gets too close for comfort, the 40% torpedo protection will play a crucial role in increasing the longevity of your naval crusade. As you progress through conquering the 100 milestones of the campaign, you'll receive a trove of rewards, including, but not limited to, all kinds of boosters and currencies, including lira, which you can spend in the Admiralty during this update. Additionally, you'll receive several Italian cruiser crates, as well as an Italian commander crate, to bolster your fleet and roster. The weekly missions are cumulative this time, so they don't reset or disappear each week. However, shakedown trials are blocked by the endurance trials chain. Also note that the difficulty curve of the tasks will increase from week 1 to week 4, and slightly fall on week 5. Rewards you can get with and without Admiralty backing are shown on screen. Admiralty backing is 18,528 doubloons. And the total value of the rewards including the Admiralty backing will be a total 75,220 doubloons. Regia Marina cruisers. Forming the backbone of the Italian Navy in Legends is the new cruiser line. This time, you'll have access to Tier 1 and 2 cruisers via research, while Tier 3 and 4 ships will drop from early access crates that can be found in the campaign and the store. As usual, there will be 2 grades of containers, regular and big, with the latter having higher chances of dropping one of the new ships. Another caveat: the lower the ship's tier, the higher the chances of finding her in one of the containers. These cruisers offer a mix of great maneuverability and light armor. Their firepower is nothing to sneeze at either, with impactful 203mm guns at higher tiers. Their torpedo armament is also quite respectable. However, you need to be very careful while navigating these buttes, as their armor is reminiscent of their British counterparts. The full list of Italian cruisers is as follows: Tier 1 Nino Bixio will be researchable. Tier 2 Taranto will be researchable. Tier 3 Alberto di Giussano, in early access. Tier 4 Raimondo Montecicoli, in early access. Tier 5 Trento, in early access. Tier 6 Zara in early access. Tier 7 Amalfi will be available in the next update. The early access cruisers come bundled with personal missions that can each only be completed once. Improved legendary skills. You've been asking us to make the legendary skills feel more, well, legendary, and the point was definitely a valid one, so we've prepared a set of improvements. The main change is that these skills now have an active component that activates whenever you get close to an ally or enemy, depending on the particular skill. Note that equilibrium of power has been moved to the legendary tier. Before we move on to the descriptions of the new effects, please be informed that all players who have already reached account level 7 will receive 2 commendations, while those who have Nikolay Kuznetsov or Stepan Makarov will also receive a universal commendation for each of them. There are slight changes to some of the existing effects, but as a rule, all new active effects empower the skills. Added skill effects: maximum distances to ships in brackets, mastery levels 1 to 4. Higher mastery allows the effect to be activated at longer distances. Unstoppable speeds up the damage control party cooldown time by 50% when in the proximity of an enemy ship. Fully packed speeds up consumable reload time by 30% when in the proximity of an allied ship. Will to rebuild automatically activates the repair party effect if the ship's HP is lower than 20%, independently of whether the consumable is available or not. Restoration occurs at a rate of 0.5% of the max HP per second when in the proximity of an allied ship. Give Me Speed increases your destroyer's maximum speed by 10% when in the proximity of an enemy ship. Leviathan decreases the rudder shift time by 20% when in the proximity of an enemy ship. Rather Be Torching shortens your destroyer's increased detectability time by 30% after firing main guns when in the proximity of an allied ship. Refill Station increases your cruiser's maximum firing range by 10% when in the proximity of an allied ship. By the Book reduces incoming damage to your cruiser by 20% when in the proximity of an allied ship. Farsight reduces incoming torpedo damage to your ship by 30% when in the proximity of an allied ship. Running with Scissors increases your battleship's main gun shell damage by 15% when in the proximity of an enemy ship. Smogathon increases your torpedo speed by 10 knots when in the proximity of an allied ship. Equilibrium of Power, no proximity effect. However, the skill has been moved to the legendary tier, as well as added to Norman Scott and Thomas Kincaid's arsenals. Additionally, the skill now statically reduces the ship's chances of setting fires with HE shells by 2%. Skills that require enemy ships to be within a certain proximity also require that enemy to be actively spotted. Transformers content. 4 iconic Transformers characters will be released initially as unique ship skins and commanders with recognizable phrases and voiceovers. Optimus Prime and Bumblebee will set the stage for the heroic Autobots, with Megatron and Rumble to be available as their eternal foes, the Decepticons. Each of the characters will be represented as a commander, with a unique, English-only, voiceover, as well as a special skin for a particular ship. There are 4 new base traits, 1 for each of the robots, and 2 new skills, with each character receiving 1. The skins also provide cool animations for the ships, both in the port and in battle. The commanders and skins are available from the store directly, but you also have a chance to find them in Cybertronian containers. Flags and patches will also be available through purchasable missions. Our heroes, their special skills, and ships are as follows. Optimus Prime commands Iowa. Reconstructor base trait reduces the repair party cooldown time by up to 6%. Revocation Protocol skill shortens the duration of fires on your ship -5% to -20% and decreases the spotter cooldown time -10% to -30%. Bumblebee commands Fletcher. Overburst base trait increase the duration of engine boost by up to 20%. Calculated inversion skill drastically improves the rudder shift time -40% to -70% and boosts acceleration +40% to +100% while the smoke generator is active, but makes the smoke screen dissipate faster -30%. Static. Megatron commands Bismarck. Cyber Lens base trait increases your battleship's main gun firing range by up to 6%. Revocation Protocol skill shortens the duration of fires on your ship -5% to -20% and decreases the spotter cooldown time -10% to -30%. Rumble commands Tashkent. Robotic Breath Base trait, increase your destroyer's main gun range by up to 6%. Calculated inversion, skill, drastically improves the rudder shift time, -40% to -70% and boosts acceleration, +40% to +100% while the smoke generator is active, but makes the smoke screen dissipate faster, -30%, static. French destroyers, whether you gave these smokeless speedsters a spin in the previous update or not, you've almost certainly met them in battle. You can now research the full line of these gunboats, up to and including the handsome La Fantasque, complete with the main battery reload, booster bolstering her 139mm guns. Engine boost is also present, which can push the destroyer up to the lower 50s on occasion. Perhaps the gunboat of Tier 7, competing for the title with Fletcher. Camouflage management. The time has come to enjoy more camouflages and choose which colors you want to turn permanent. That's right, you can now convert any disposable camouflage into a permanent one by using a new currency, paint. Your camo collection is about to get a lot more interesting. So, let's find out what you can do with it. Upgrade a number of disposable camo sets to permanent camos for a particular ship. That camo will receive Grade 1 status after the upgrade, 0.5% bonus. Upgrade newly created permanent camo to higher grades, improving concealment and incoming shell dispersion stats. Create historic camos for ships with paint. This particular feature will be rolled out in later updates and the camos will be added on a regular basis. Melt disposable camos down into paint, which can be used for camo creation and upgrades. Making permanent camos out of disposable ones takes different numbers of sets depending on the camo. However, upgrading it always costs the same amount of paint, 150 paint to Grade 2, 250 paint to Grade 3, 350 paint to Grade 4. Whenever buying a camo that you already have, but that's of a different grade, you will be compensated with paint unless stated otherwise. The amount of paint you receive is always based on the lower grade camouflage, whether you're upgrading or getting a lower grade duplicate from a bundle. For example, the amount of paint you'll receive for duplicate camo is as follows: Grade 1, 75. Grade 2, 150. Grade 3, 250. Grade 4, 350. Please note, newly released premium ships may come with different grades of permanent camouflages in the future. Miscellaneous improvements added a filter option for Italian ships. Italian commanders receive their own tab in the Commanders menu. Boosters can now be converted in bulk. Unused personal commendations are now displayed on commander portraits in the menu. Enabled voiceovers for Mexican Spanish water splash effects have been reworked to offer a more realistic experience. Any unspent Liberty bonds will be compensated at a rate of 7,500 credits to 1 Liberty bond. Blurring in the UI is now smoother on the battle and full screen notifications are instances of where blurring is used. The artwork for the Russian commanders, except Anton Gurin, received slight improvements. Tier 1 ships, except for Albany and Chakuma, have been removed from the default port lineup for new players. They can still be bought for 0 credits once a player reaches account level 3. Several personal patches have been recentered to align better with various backgrounds. Several premium ships have been moved to the ships menu. Fixed bugs. A delay in UI elements appearing after navigating to the main menu from the bureau screen. Rare occurrence of multiplayer not functioning on Xbox Live-enabled accounts. This usually occurred for no longer than several minutes. Focus frame disappearing from commanders whenever players entered the Assign Commander menu, then exited and entered again. Upgrade notifications. New ships available for unlocking sometimes took players to the loadout menu instead of the ship progress bar. The battle timer sometimes switched to an incorrect color upon a battle ending orange to white, instead of white to orange. The campaign milestone number sometimes blinked after the campaign window was opened. Incorrect focus framing when moving between the camo section of the loadout menu and ship stats. Rare cases of the campaign window not refreshing right after acquiring an Admiralty backing. Upon opening the Commander menu for the first time, after launching the game, players would see an unintended animation on the background flag. Players from different platforms with the same nickname could cause the voice chat UI to be displayed incorrectly. Additional premium ships. There's a 95% chance that these ships will make it into this update, but some may end up being postponed. We'll announce each ship a few days before she becomes available. Tier 4 Italian battleship Giulio Cesare, available for doubloons. Tier 6 Italian cruiser Duca degli Abruzzi, available for doubloons. Tier 5 British cruiser London, available for doubloons. Tier 7 French battleship Gascon, available for 750,000 global XP. Server maintenance will take place on August 31st, after which the update will be pushed to consoles. Maintenance times for Xbox and PS4 will be 7 through 10 AM, UTC. Update size, Xbox 2400 MB, and PS4 to 2400 MB. That is all of the information from the patch notes. Subscribe and click the bell notifications to keep up to date with all the videos we post. Also like plus share this video to help spread the info. Thanks for watching. Good luck and fair seas.